this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe and the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Even if you're a longtime subscriber, please, or a longtime follower, please subscribe. So I'd really appreciate it. All right, so let's get started. Look at this cute little box. It's like a little candy. It's a North Pole delivery. I thought it was so cute. I got this off of the internet, the idea off of the internet, but I thought I can make something similar myself. The other one, it had a handle on it, which I didn't like the handle. I thought it was much cuter without it. So this is what we're making, and you just need some dies to make this cute little treat holder. So it's going to open like this. I put a little, because this is very tight, I put a little handle on the top so you can open it really easy. So you can fill your treats in there, and then I also use designer series paper on there just to give it a little bit extra pretty. So this is what I'm sharing today. I'm really excited about this one because I thought it turned out super cute. So let's get started. All right, so what you're gonna need for this, for the box part, you're gonna need a piece that is 5.5 by 7.5. So that's for our box part. You're gonna also need a piece of Whisper White, and I'm using the thick for all of this because it works so much nicer than just the regular cardstock. So you need this to cut out your circles for the candy peppermint, and then you need 2 more for the other part of the candy peppermint. I am going to use the designer series paper is on sale now for 15% off. It's the Heartwarming Hugs. So check it out on my blog. I have all the designer series paper. They are 15% off. So go and check that out now. That's what I'm using for this. For the top, it's 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. And the sides, it's going to be 1 1/4 by 1 7/8. And then this, I just cut it 1/2 inch, and this is just for that little pull tab that I just showed you. We're gonna cut it, but just have a piece handy so that you can cut it to make. You don't even have to put that on, it just makes it really easy to open. All right, so the dies that I'm using for this are our layering circles. I am using this largest plain circle, which is 3 inches. So if you have a punch, you can use that as well, or a 3-inch circle. And then I am using the Be Mine stitched hearts. And I'm using this one right here, which is actually just perforates the sides, but I thought it really looked cute on the sides like a real candy wrapper. So this is the one I'm using for that. And then the stamp set is the Perfectly Plaid. This is from last year. It's in our annual catalog, and it's a great one. I love this. So I'm using the North Pole delivery for this because I thought that was so cute. I love that little sentiment. All right, I think that's everything. So first thing we're gonna do is cut out, and we're gonna make our peppermints first. So let's go ahead and bring in the cut and emboss, and we are going to cut everything we need for this. All right, so I'm using my magnetic platform here. So I'm using 1, 2, and 5, and we are going to cut quite a bit. So we're cutting 2 of the real red, and then we are going to cut 2 of the Whisper White. And then we are going to cut 4 of these little hearts. And I'm going to show you first. I'm going to cut this so it doesn't make it so difficult. So I'm going to just run this through, and I'm going to show you that it just perforates it. And then I'll show you how we're going to use that. Oops, got this all wonky. And I go over it twice so that you can be able to remove the heart when we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and finish all these up, and then I'll meet back here in just a minute. Okay, so we have our 2 real red and our 2 whisper white, and then we have our little hearts here. So what you're going to do for the hearts is you are just going to peel these off like they're perforated. Just be real careful when you're peeling them off so that you don't tear them. But I love the look of it. So that's why I decided to use this. If you want to use one of the other hearts, go for it. But these really come out really easy. All right, so here's our 4 hearts. Now, what we're going to do is bring up the paper trimmer, and we are going to cut our real red pieces. I'm going to cut these together, but be very careful that they don't move on you. So this is 3 inches, so I'm going to cut it at 1.5. So I'm going to put it right to the top. And we're going to cut it right in half at 1.5. And I'm going to turn this and I'm going to cut it again at 1.5. And then we are just going to line this up. So I'm going to put it to the top, put this point right to the center here. And then we are going to, and make sure that this is up at the top. Then we're going to cut that. So we have 4 pieces here. And then we're going to do it again with this piece. Make sure your point's right at the point there. And you don't want to go this way because you'll ruin your point. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with this one. Going to do this at 1.5 again. And then we're going to turn it. And you probably don't need all of these for the 2, but we're going to cut them anyway. We're going to use the best ones. All right. So we've got those all ready to go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use wet glue. And we're going to take our 2 pieces. And we are going to start placing these on here. And I think that I did 5 on each one. So put these down first so you know about where you're going to put them. And it doesn't matter if they touch in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to change this one. That's why I like cutting a bunch. But I think we're good there. So we're going to do the same thing for this one, and then we're going to glue them all down. All right, so now I got them right about where I want. Like I said, you're not going to need them all, so see all that we have left, but that's for your next project. All right, so we're going to glue these all down. Okay, so now we have our little peppermints all ready to go. And then I'm going to use this one because I did have a little space here. I'm going to use this for the front because it is going to have the North Pole delivery covering that. And then this one's going to be the opposite side. So now what we want to do is glue on our little hearts. And I just do the first one. I'm just doing it by eyeballing it. And then the other one, I want it to be level, the same, even. So I'm going to just set that on top. But you don't want to leave it on there because you don't want to glue these together. I'm just using it as a reference. And then we're going to do the other side. Oops. They don't have to be perfect. All right, so now we got both of our little candies. It is messy. You do get glue on your fingers, but don't worry, it's really fun. All right, so then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just stamp my sentiment, and then we're gonna have everything ready. I'm using Real Red for the sentiment. And then I'm going to actually just use my trimmer once more, and we're going to trim this. It is about 3/4 of an inch, I believe. No, it's about 7/8 of an inch. All right, and then I'm going to just cut these sides. And we're going to put it on after we get the rest done. So I'm going to set those aside and let's do the box. So we are going to score this on the 7.5 inch side at 1/2, 2, 4, and 5.5. Then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 1.5 and 4. Okay, so that's it for our box. So the first thing you're going to do is we are going to cut, and I'm cutting just above this line to make a little flap. You don't even have to put a flap if you don't like, but I really like flaps on my boxes. And then we are going to do the same with this one. That's just about 1/2 inch or so. And then we're going to cut the sides here. And I am going to take a little bit out of each one of these. And also our top part right here. So it'll look just like that. All right, let's scoot all this out of the way and let's put this together. So let's go ahead and put our box together first. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I am on the end of this and it's giving me trouble here. All right, so we're going to pull these up, line up your sides. And just fold these in. And then we are going to bring back our little candy cane, or not our candy cane, our little peppermints. And let's go ahead and just mat it while we got it open here. So we're gonna mat this part. It looks like I got it a hair too wide. So I'm gonna just trim just a little bit off. Maybe I just cut it wrong. All right, so we're gonna put that here. And then the sides. Even the other side, this side would be really cute since it's got that peppermint stripe on it. Okay, and then while we're at it, let's just go ahead and cut a piece for our, I'm just folding it in half and just cutting a piece. So it is going to be maybe about 2 inches. And I'm going to use a glue dot just to hold it together here. And then I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape on the end because I want it to be able to open and not fall off. So we're going to just put a little tear and tape right there. And then I'm going to put it on the inside here. Just like that. And then when you have it closed, when this is on top here, you'll be able to pull it right up. It'll make it easier. All right, so let's add this to our box here. Just make sure that it stands up nice. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you want to decorate the other side, you can decorate both sides. But like put the ribbon on both sides if you want. All right, so there we have it. And then let's put our North Pole delivery right here. We're going to do it before we put on our ribbon. I got everything sticking to me. And then all we're going to do is I am using our polka dot tulle ribbon, and we're going to make a bow. We're doing 2 bows on each one, but I love this polka dot tulle. It looks so holiday to me. So like snowballs or something. So we are going to do 2 of these. And then we're going to do 2 of the real red. Always got to get my fingers in there. Okay, so we're going to trim that. And I may make these just a hair smaller. Alright, this one was a little bit smaller, so I'm going to make that a tad smaller. I want them to be just about the same size. So those are going to go there. And then we're going to do 2 of the real red. And this is the real red double stitched satin ribbon. These are going to go on top. Come on. And then this one's going to go on top of the other side. This is really easy to tie a bow in. Of course I say that and then I mess that one up. There we go. And I want to make sure these are about the same too. Okay, so let's get these on here. So I am going to use, I think I'm going to use, I can't remember what I'm going to use the wet glue here. I'm multi-purpose. And I think for the red one, I used the glue dots. The glue seems to work pretty good with the tulle ribbon. And then we're going to just use some glue dots for the real red ones. And then I have one final thing. And I need to trim that a hair. And I'm going to use our Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And I'm using these. They're red, but I think they're more like cherry cobbler, but I'm going to use them on this. So we're going to put one here and one on the other side, right where those little dots are. And that's it. Aren't they cute? Isn't that really cute? I love this one. I think it's so cute, but don't I love them all? So here's the little handle to pull up the top. Be sure you use a strong adhesive when you're gluing it on there though. Okay, so there they are. Both of our little peppermint candy boxes. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Here's my October hostess code. And I hope you all have a blessed one, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.